My favorite, definitively, I'm looking for somebody to replace him. It may be Roland Martin. It may be somebody else that comes after him. But one of my favorite people to ever react to and talk and hear speak is none other than the good doctor, Dr. Umar. I never thought when I first discovered Umar Johnson that uh, he would be this entertaining for me to be able to watch. When I first found Umar Johnson, I said, "Oh, that's a strong black man that know how to communicate effectively, and he got a degree in psychology and a master's and a bachelor's and a PhD and all of the other trinkets and qualifications and these Frederick Douglasses as lineage and all of this other type of stuff, right? And he's standing up to these feminists that wants us all of our kids to be alphabet community." And then he was like, he went right on into the space, down the razor blade into the alcohol river. Cool, cool. I have not seen his thoughts. I wanted to be able to react to it at the same time as you guys. So if you would please make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. This is the good doctor speaking specifically and speaking directly to Ja Morant. So I love you. I appreciate you guys. Let's get into it.
Ja Morant, Ja Morant, Ja Morant.
I'm going to be reading super chats throughout the show. And also, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. This should be incredibly entertaining. I love it when a good doctor breaks down what his thoughts are.
Ja Morant, Ja Morant, Ja Morant. My dear brother, the money that you are scheduled to make through the NBA, you need it for your family future, and we need it for the black power structure.
Okay. I was on board for his family future. But I don't know if Ja Morant is on board with the black power structure. Let's continue.
You cannot afford to act like an ignorant fool
Woo.
when you have that type of money that you can make at your age. Please grow up. Please get some maturity. And to Ja Morant's dad, Daddy Ja, you got to get on your son, King. Daddy Ja, you got to get on your son, King. If he got to move in with you because he's too immature to be on his own, make him move in with you. If he got to move in with mom, I don't know if you and mom together, make him move in with mom.
I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that he's holding Ja Morant accountable and he's giving his thoughts, because his thoughts is very much in alignment with me, Kwame Brown, Stephen A. Smith, Michael Wilbon, every single person that I've seen. First, who was at the forefront of this movement, I got to give him credit, with Shannon Sharpe. The problem with this whole situation is you can't have a man move in with another man that they're depending on. How can you hold me accountable when I'm the person that paid for your lifestyle? I'm the person that got you sitting front row. You're subjected to me. You submitting to me. How is his father, right? Maybe that worked when he was raising him, and I'm not sure what's in his ear. I'm just speculating based off of what it is that I see happening right now. You can't hold the father accountable when the son first, when the son is making more money than you, when the son is grown, when the son is making his own decisions. Whatever it is that you put in him before he became 20, 21, 22, 23 years old is in him. Now, hopefully he come back to it, and hopefully it was good things. But what makes you think that he can hold him accountable when he the person that paid for his lifestyle and they literally best friends? They out here like buddies. They not out here like son and father. What you gonna tell a grown man that basically probably got you on the payroll to do? He bought his father a chain. His father out there looking like Shout It Low. Mama, I heard, was over in Foot Locker acting a whole fool, not a half a fool, a whole fool. calling Ja and all of his homies up there, and the dude was allegedly in the bathroom scared and all of this, and the security guard was, they was looking at the security guard like Marlo was looking at the security guard on the wire. You want it to be this way. It's the other way, though. For all of my Wire fans, you know what that means. You want it to be one way. I ain't stepping two. But what you expect me to do? I'm a man. And Marlo looked at him. Chris pulled up. It's the other way, though. Then they had to take out the security guard. Now, I'm not saying that John them is taking out the security guard. I'm just quoting what was happening on the wire. Y'all want it to be one way. It's that other way, though. It's that other way, though. Let's continue.
But if Ja Morant is going to keep on exercising the discretion of a 13-year-old, if Ja Morant is going to keep on exercising the discretion of a 13-year-old, put his ass back in the house and treat him like a child if he wants to act like a child.
Yeah, okay.
Flashing guns when our brothers and sisters in Memphis, Tennessee are dying by the dozens due to gun violence. Young Dolph, rest in peace. Young Dolph, rest in peace.
Not Umar Johnson shouting out Young Dolph. Now, I happen to think that Young Dolph was a phenomenal artist. Hey! Dumb, dumber. Hey! Shout out to Young Dolph. Reading Super Chat shortly.
Peace. Young Dolph, rest in peace. And you up there flashing guns, my brother? All the black children who look up to you and you're showing them guns on, so come on, Ja. Daddy Ja, come on, bro. Daddy Ja, if I need to have a private conversation with your son, nobody will know. I believe in protecting people's privacy, just like I need people to protect my privacy.
Can I book a session with Dr. Umar Johnson? Can I book a session with Dr. Umar Johnson? And since he's a psychologist, he has to swear that he will never, ever let my privacy out to the general public. What would Dr. Umar Johnson say to Ja Morant over here with the colored hair?
That's why I'm not married now, because women don't know how to protect your privacy and you in a public spotlight. They got to run and tell everybody they know you. That's why I'm single now. If you can't protect my life's work, you can't walk with me.
Ooh, I didn't know that Dr. Umar Johnson was single. I thought Dr. Umar Johnson had a historic ceremony where he technically married 2 women. Hold on. Did Dr. Umar Johnson got kids? I know this ain't about Dr. Umar Johnson. This is about Ja Morant, but I've never actually seen or heard of the good doctor actually admit that he's single. Living single. Is Dr. Umar Johnson a baby daddy? Is Dr. Umar Johnson a baby daddy? I ain't know he was single out here in these streets. Good doctor, you can hit whoever you want. You single and ready to mingle. He said, that's why I ain't married now, because I can't be having no woman messing up my good work. Talk to him, good doctor.
Nothing worse than a messy ass big mouth woman. Nothing's worse than that.
You are alienating the people that hit the Cash App, doctor. You better watch your mouth.
But Daddy Ja, if you need me to talk to your son, Daddy Ja, if you need me to talk to your son, text me up. Let me have a personal conversation with the young king. Let me have a personal conversation with the young king, because he is out of line and out of order. The NBA is a
doctor? How much you charging, Doc?
basketball slave plantation. The NBA is a basketball slave plantation.
Wait. Okay. Let me just rewind this really quickly because at first he was saying, them good white folks is looking to give you all of this money to be able to take care of your family and support the black diaspora. And now all of a sudden the NBA is a slave plantation. Which one is it, guys? No. Honestly. Look. I'm just listening to it and reacting to it in real time. Is the NBA, all right, let me rewind it. Let me see. Because maybe I'm misunderstanding what it is that he's communicating. Because I know that the players get 51% of the profits in the league and they get their contract. They get their contract guaranteed. And they just stopped paying Gilbert Arenas and he ain't been in the league in years. So this is a slave plantation. All right, so let me see what he first said to Ja. Give me a second.
My dear brother, the money that you are scheduled to make through the NBA, you need it for your family future, and we need it for the black power structure.
Okay. So, in the very beginning of this conversation, he said that you need to be. Now, I'm just minding it out based off of what it is that I'm hearing communicated. You need to be on a slave plantation because we need it for the black community and you need it for your family. Okay. And then a little bit further down, he says,
The NBA is a basketball slave plantation.
I am as objective as I could possibly ever be in my life. I'm just listening to what's being communicated. Is it a slave plantation or is it an opportunity for his family in the black community? Which one is it? Just curious. I'm genuinely curious. Is it A, a slave plantation, or B, an opportunity for him in the black diaspora? Kerry keep telling me to give Umar a chance. I'm just listening to what it is that he said. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it an opportunity? Because they about to give you $250 million that most of us would sell our left nut for. I know I would sell my left nut for it if I still got another nut. I don't even need no nuts. If you're going to give me $250 million, I don't even need no nuts. I have no use for them anyway. I got a vasectomy. You could listen, some of y'all will sell y'all left nut. I'll give you both of my nuts. If you're going to give me $250 million, you can have it. Now, I'm not sure how good they still work because, again, I've had a vasectomy for quite a number of years, and the longer that you got a vasectomy, the less of a chance it is for it to be reversible. But good grief, come on, fam. They going to give you $250 million and you telling us that it's the slave plantation? Sign me up, boss. And where is my massa at? That's all I'm saying. Where's massa? Because I'm trying to get that check, man. All right?
And uncontrollable slaves will be removed from the plantation. Uncontrollable slaves will be removed from the plantation. And Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, I haven't mentioned you guys in a while. Not since the Breakfast Club 6 months ago. But I gotta mention Stephen A.
Do y'all listen? Do y'all even know what nuts is for? Oh, y'all don't even got no purpose for y'all nuts. Some of y'all need to be neutered, to be honest with you, if we just gonna keep it 100. Listen, I seen y'all do way more for less. I seen y'all do it y'all don't let me get on y'all punk asses in the chat. I see you, Dynamite Dame. Don't let me get on you. Let's continue.
And Snow Bunny Shannon. I have to mention Stephen A. and Snow Bunny Shannon.
Oh,
because I didn't appreciate all the suggestive punishments that y'all threw out there for the NBA to use in a lynching of Ja Morant.
Wait. Ja Morant is the one that's out here messing up. Hold on, let's put this in perspective, because this is honestly how we are so backwards in the black community. Ja Morant is the one that's doing the self-inflicted wounds. Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A are the ones that literally said, yo, Ja, you need to get it before Umar Johnson ever had a thought on Ja Morant. Because now he's coming in retroactively to have his conversation. Shannon Sharpe begged Ja Morant to get his life together. Stephen A advocated for Ja Morant to do the right thing and to learn his lesson so that he don't ever put himself. Shannon Sharpe was the biggest advocate saying, listen, leave them dudes alone. Get out of the street. You not even from the street. This ain't what you want, bro. I done seen it happen over and over and over and over and over again. He ain't got no smoke for Ja Morant, but he got all the smoke for Shannon Sharpe and for Stephen A. Smith. How? You can't lynch yourself based off of a self-inflicted wound. You the one that's tying a noose around your own neck. What are we talking about? How? This is wild, man.
Snow Bunny Shannon Sharpe, you are going too far in your cooning efforts to curry favor with your handler,
Super Chat
Skip
shortly.
Leprechaun Bayless.
This is crazy.
Snow Bunny Shannon Sharpe, you are going too far in your Negropean efforts to curry favor with your handler, Leprechaun Skip Bayless. Stephen A. Smith, I know you getting a large contract.
This is wild.
Stephen A. Smith, I know you're well paid, my brother. Congratulations to you. You're a well-spoken brother. I even enjoy watching you when you're not cooning. But stop throwing out punishments for the NBA. Let them come up with their own. I don't like when black men try to prep the white power structure to destroy other black men. Let me say this again. I do not like when black men try to prep the white power structure to destroy other black men.
This is crazy. This is listen. Every time I think that it's probably been like maybe two videos. One of them I remember specifically where I agreed 100% with no kind of pushback whatsoever with Dr. Umar Johnson, and that's when he identified how the alphabet community and Dwayne Wade is being used in order to push an agenda on a black community. He could never be more wrong. Every single person. I even watched a video with somebody that I don't even like. And who was his name? Steven Jackson? Even Steven Jackson said, listen, I'm usually the person that's on the side of the monsters or on the side of the criminals because I keep it real with my homies. But even I know that you fucked up this time, Jai. Even Steven Jackson said, look, fam, I believe that, you mess up once, I got your back. You do it again, self-inflicted, then you got whatever's coming to you. Even Steven Jackson said that, and he probably the most hood out of all of them, short of Matt Barnes. How you gonna hold Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe accountable for what it is that Ja is doing, and they just reacting to the conversation that's happening?
Already know they're going to come for Ja. But they don't need Snow Bunny Shannon Sharpe. They don't need Snow Bunny Shannon Sharpe cheering them on and edging them on in their destruction of Ja. They don't need Stephen A. Smith. Stephen the Agent Smith. They don't need him throwing out negative talking points on Ja Morant. Y'all did the same thing to Kyrie Irving a couple months ago.
No.
Y'all
This is 1,000% different than Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving never actually did anything to deserve what it was that he was experiencing. Kyrie Irving didn't even endorse the movie. He just posted it. He reposted it, a movie that's already on Amazon. Kyrie Irving and Ja Morant is in complete, listen, and I hate that I'm even saying this right now because I just have to be absolutely real. How you viewing and what he's saying on Kyrie Irving and what he's saying to Ja Morant is completely false. You can't even compare the two. Come on, man. When we going to start being honest with who we are?
did the same thing to Kyrie Irving a couple of months ago. Y'all did the same thing to Kyrie Irving, and now y'all turn around and y'all doing it to Ja Morant. Stop being a cheerleader, Snow Bunny, Shannon, Sharpe, and Stephen A. Stop being a cheerleader for the destruction of black males. Stop being a cheerleader for the destruction of black male athletes.
All right, we got enough for the three-time Umar Johnson. I think that he's completely wrong. As usual, I don't believe that Umar Johnson is coming to this with the right mentality to even be able to have this conversation in truth. And so, as a result, I'm going to go ahead and give Dr. Umar Johnson, for this particular video, 500 lashes. Not 1,000. I'm only going to give him 500 lashes. I'm not going to give him 1,000.